Another World is actually the one game that inspired me to start producing videos, and perhaps one day I will feature the game more prominently than this quick take. But for now, I am tasked with sharing only 3 of the many traits that define this masterpiece. All 3 facets help add to our escape from reality when we play this game. Another World's minimalist art style greatly adds to the player's immersion. I really appreciate a game that provides an atmosphere that teases you with what you cannot see. What is around the corner? What is down there? Is this a city in ruin? What happened here? Where am I? The designers of video games have to make a judgment call regarding how much of an environment is deliberately and specifically defined. Should the setting be something that appears tangible, or should it be abstract, shrouded in a mystery? Another World is a dangling carrot that hangs in front of the player's imagination throughout the entire game. Creator Eric Chahi once said, "I don't like talking about Another World. The pictures speak for themselves." Some games have the unique ability to capture us by providing a feeling of solitude. I believe this happens when the setting, art, and music somehow manage to envelop the player in such a way that they cut them off from the real world and pull them further into the world created by the game and the player's mind. From the very start of Another World, the fight for survival begins immediately, with Lester and his desk materializing and quickly sinking in a body of water. After emerging and coughing to catch his breath, Lester faces death in many forms: the tentacle creature from the water, venomous slugs, and a large animal ready to chase and kill. You don't belong in this world. The apprehension, the constant fight for survival, and the desperation of it all adds to your feeling of seclusion in 2 different places. Just as Lester has left the world we know for this other world, so also have you as the gamer been absorbed into this fantasy, finding yourself alone and trying to survive. Although the immediate problems can be solved, the sense of foreboding throughout the experience would seem to indicate the lonely journey is impossible until... Almost as quickly as Lester finds himself in Another World, he is stunned and regains consciousness inside a cage with a cellmate native to his surroundings. After Lester frees the 2 of them from the cage, the pair is tasked with escaping their captors. 2 beings, unable to communicate verbally with each other, are now bonded by their need for survival. The story as to how they both got there is irrelevant and unobtainable for either. Their pressing needs are simply to survive and escape. The pair gets separated, yet is still tethered to each other for the remainder of the game. As a player of Another World, I instantly felt a bond formed between me and my fellow escapee, and was both excited and relieved to see him again each time I re-encountered him throughout my progression. The desperate need for survival shared amongst 2 or more people despite a language barrier was, in my opinion, both presented and perfected with Another World. For me to not know anything about this fellow prisoner and yet depend on him as well as possess the desire to help him was an astounding realization as a gamer. If you've played Another World, perhaps you understand how this feeling is possible. If you haven't played it, or you would simply enjoy experiencing a similar situation and connection between 2 people, I'd actually recommend viewing the Star Trek The Next Generation episode Darmok. The struggle for finding a common language is a bit more present in the episode versus Another World, but the situation for the featured characters of the episode is a powerful parallel to Lester and his friend in the game. In conclusion, I have no reservations when stating that this is one of the greatest video games of all time. We as gamers will never have a consensus for bold statements such as this, but that shouldn't stop us from making them if we believe in what we say, especially when a game such as Another World has the magic to take us out of this world.